Six weeks of struggle, 6 weeks of fighting for survival. In 6 weeks, Dan has come a long way, and he still has so much more to do. And of course, at the very, very top of Dan's to-do list is seemingly starting to feel like an almost impossible task, but it's trying to find the third journal in this huge St. Peregrine hospital that is still absolutely crawling with zombies. You can see just how many zombies have already been taken down, but they just keep coming. But we've got another massive storm coming in. I think Dan is actually going to be quite pleased, quite relieved to get in out of the rain. Let's do this. Okay, well at the moment it is pretty quiet. You can see just how many zombies Dan has already taken care of. Man, there's always another one around the corner. This supply of zombies just seems absolutely inexhaustible. And what do we have here? A bookstore, a library, a repository for books. Come on, wow, that's a lot of bookcases. The journal's got to be in here, right? It's got to be, please. Okay, well, Dan is, for the first time since he landed it in Knox County, he's actually trying to be a little bit quiet. You can hear the groans, the sighs of zombies all around him. Doesn't want to attract too much attention. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. The zombies just appear from seemingly nowhere. Oh no, it's close. Dan needs to react quicker than that. It's no, seriously, where did that one come from? It was just right there. This is really, really dodgy, really sketchy. Okay, well, there's absolutely nothing. A beautiful selection of first aid books and doctor and medical certificates, but absolutely no journal. The hunt continues. And of course, the fighting continues. Okay, Dan's kind of lost track, really, of where he has been and where he hasn't been. He's got the sketchiest sort of recollection of where he's been. It's going to be another long day. But we can see that Dan has not been this way. There is actually a zombie right behind him. Okay, he's getting pushed into a corner here. Oh wow, yeah. Let's retreat a little bit, maybe. Oh my god, there's so many zombies. How can there be so many zombies still left? Here they come. Wow. And there they go. Could do some more one-shots. We need to fall back into the corridor. Too vulnerable here. Okay, the corridor behind is clear. That is what we need to do. Make sure we're in a place where Dan is safe to be able to fight. And then hopefully with this fire axe, which he did repair this morning, he can take him down quickly and easily. There we go, an absolute trail. Okay, well here's the next wave. Just need to be really wary of anything. Yeah, exactly like that, coming through the windows. Dan has been outside and he did go through there, clear it out, but the zombies just have a crazy knack of appearing out of nowhere. Okay. Man, it's already bodies piling up everywhere. That is it for now. Dan needs to retreat back to the foyer and get a proper rest before he goes any further. But man, he's been going 4 hours already and he's barely made any tangible progress. Yeah, well, Dan is fully rested. I'm not sure if he's fully mentally prepared to carry on. And just to add to the feeling, man, where did this zombie come from? This is really dodgy. To add to the feeling of spookiness, although this is dicey, it is starting to thunder and rain outside. So I just can't believe how many zombies there are here. Okay, Dan does not feel safe fighting in this area. Needs to retreat into this corridor. So he's got a good view of what is going on around him. And what is going on around him is a continuing slaughter of zombies. Is he going to get anywhere today? Okay, well, I don't know what type of ward this was, but it is absolutely full in with zombies. I think hopefully the way behind is safe and clear, but this is dicey. The deeper Dan goes into the hospital, the more likely he is to get surrounded, the more difficult it may be for him to make a hasty retreat. But he's not going to get anywhere by just being cautious. He's got to push it. He's got to keep going in. He's got no choice. But for now, I think there's just a crazy flow of zombies. There's glass being broken, there's doors being bashed on. He's kind of expecting to be just grabbed from behind at any moment. Okay, well again, the zombies just keep coming, but I kind of feel like Dan is turning the tide. It's tired again already, I think. But there's only 3 or 4 zombies left in this ward. But Dan also needs to find some food soon as well. Oh wow, okay, yeah, maybe there's a few more than 3 or 4. This is just never ending. Okay, well, another 2 or 3 hours has gone by. Dan is tired again. And he's just not getting anywhere. They just keep coming. It's just complete stalemate. And it's going to get later and later. It's going to get darker and darker. It's going to get more and more difficult for him. Will you look at that? And where did you come from? There's so many corpses here. And it's kind of actually making Dan kind of almost convinced that maybe the journal is close. Oh yeah, oh wow. Yeah, that's maybe, I think this is time for an energy drink before we take on that huge group. Okay, energy drink downed. Didn't have the desired effect that Dan was hoping for. He's already got his exertion back. He's been pushed all the way back to the foyer, all the way back to the entrance. And of course, we knew that there'd be another zombie right here. Just can't quite believe how many zombies there are in this place. Right, all gifts gratefully received. Thank you for that. A timely fall down, but Dan is going to need to rest again. And also, this axe is almost broken again. That's going to make things even harder when this axe goes. Okay, we're fully rested. Dan goes again. We just look at the sheer number of dead zombie corpses there. The blood all over the place. It's just insane. And also, this place is going to be really unhealthy for Dan to spend too much time in these tight, narrow corridors. He's going to start to get corpse sickness soon if he doesn't move on somehow. Man, there are zombies everywhere. Wouldn't it be lovely to find that the journal right now, what he is going to find almost certainly is more trouble. There are... Oh wow. Oh wow. Did you just see that? Did you just see how many zombies there were then? This is just an absolutely impossible task. What Dan did see in the back of one of those zombies was a fire axe. Now that is a prize worth fighting for. The question is, can Dan take down this horde and get that fire axe before this one breaks? But there you go. There's the corpse sickness. Queasy, take things easy. That is also gonna slow Dan down a little bit. It's gonna diminish his fighting capabilities. This is just, I just can't believe how many zombies there are in this place. Well, the zombies keep coming. It really is never ending. I can only think that maybe this is right by a stairwell that goes upstairs. We haven't seen the stairs to go upstairs yet. So maybe they're all coming down the one staircase into this area. That could be the reason why there's So many zombies in just this one area. Well, Dan is having to have his second energy drink, and he's also having to retreat all the way back to the end of the corridor. It is just unbelievable the amount of zombies there are. Although it doesn't really feel like it at the moment, at some point the flow of zombies has got to stop. Unless there's some crazy cloning situation going on in here, at some point Dan can make it that far. He would have killed all the zombies, but right now all he's interested in is getting that fire axe, as well as finding the journal. Well, we've got a nice conga line of zombies here. Dan is just getting worn down. He's getting more and more tired, which means more and more hits. There's the fire axe gone. Now maybe this is the time for the katana, because this is just getting crazy. Okay, we're going to hold off on the katana for now, because Dan's found a crafted spear that he'd forgotten all about. And he's so effective with the spear. Let's not get cornered. But at this rate, it does kind of feel like Dan is going to run out of weapons. There's another one broken. Okay, well, you know what? Dan needs a break from this constant battle just to advance just a couple of feet deeper inside this hospital. It's a real war of attrition. He is now completely out of food. So he's going to leave the hospital for a while. He's going to actually see if he can make his way to the gas station. And it's just up the road. He nearly got there the other day. He really needs to stock up on some food, and that's the only viable nearby location. But honestly, I don't know how Dan keeps going. I mean, kind of feels like he wants to give up right now. He's covered in blood. It is dark. He's all alone. It is raining. He is feeling queasy sick from all of this blood and the corpses he is exerted. He's got no food, but he just keeps putting one foot in front of the other. There's the gas station. The bad news is, yeah, there's a lot of zombies in front of it. Dan's going to need to take another rest before he takes on any more big groups like that. Man, it is getting dark. Just up ahead is the gas station, and Dan is jumping at shadows. It is, it is pretty spooky out here. But Dan is hungry and he needs some food, so there's no way he's going to retreat. He's going to keep pushing on. Well, there are big groups all around the gas station, so there's a lot of work to do. Almost turned right into that one. If this is what Louisville is going to be like the whole time, I honestly don't know how Dan can do it. Okay, well, Dan was just about to say that the front of the gas station looks clear. You kind of almost didn't see that group of zombies right there. Man, this is just never ending. I think he's killed about 200 zombies today just with the fire axe. And how much work is he going to have to do just to get a few morsels of food? Okay, just the one out front. As far as Dan knows, he's going to have to be really careful. It is dark. He's got limited visibility. He doesn't know if there are any zombies nearby. At least there's no alarm. Let's not hang around. Hey, well, a lot of fizzy pop, but other than just all the pop, chips. And yeah, desperate times call for desperate measures, some butter. Now, Dan did say he didn't want to hang around, but I think what he is actually going to do, he's going to take a trip to the bathroom. He's absolutely covered in blood. He needs a little bit of a wash. Maybe that will help with the corpse sickness, the queasiness that he's experiencing. Yeah, well, Dan has pretty much washed as many clothes as he can. He's used the sink and the toilets. Yes, the toilets in both bathrooms. And he's looking at a lot cleaner. Hopefully that will hopefully reduce the effects of the corpse sickness. I'm sure he's not going to be long before he's absolutely covered in blood. You going to find any more food? Ooh. No, nothing. We've already got a crowbar and a hammer to hand. what is midnight. It has been a long day. It kind of feels like Dan has got absolutely nowhere, but it did take out a couple of hundred zombies. So he's perhaps, you could argue, he's a step closer to his goal. He is a lot of steps away from his truck. He's got a long, lonely walk back in the dark and the rain. Okay, well, Dan is pretty much back outside the front of the hospital. He hasn't seen a single zombie. Well, he's seen lots of dead ones. Lots of, yeah, dead zombies, but nothing alive. So now let's actually give him a little bit of peace and quiet, a little bit of time to recollect to his thoughts, to gather his thoughts and to think about all the challenges ahead and get ready to go again tomorrow. There's no way he's going to sleep in his cab outside of it, outside the building that is absolutely crawling with zombies. So once again, he's going to have to retreat back to his safe house in the military checkpoint. But he'll be back. Okay, well, here we are in a real Groundhog Day situation. Dan is back once more. There is a welcoming committee to say hi and welcome him back to the hospital. Just 2 zombies, at least there was. Will this be the day? Could this possibly be the day where Dan finally gets his hands on research journal number 3? There's just no noise, no zombies anywhere, but he knows that at any point just around the corner you can hear them. He knows that somewhere there are still quite big hordes of zombies. Okay, so Dan is going a slightly different route just because there's just so many corpses. There's the staircase. Is that where all the zombies are coming down? Now, I think this is around the other side of that ward where Dan was just having to take down about 200 zombies. This is what I mean. Yeah, they're all coming down those stairs. This could escalate really quickly. In fact, Dan needs to take a chill pill and he needs to fall back. Hey, we're going to have another massive run of zombies. This is starting off just like it did yesterday. So we all know how that went. Okay, well, again, Dan does some great work with the axe. But how much longer is he going to have to do this for? Because, yeah, they just keep coming. At some point, that corpse sickness is going to come into effect again. And at some point, it looks like very close, that axe is going to break again. Now, kind of, that katana is looking more and more like a good idea right now. Yeah, this is a problem. I just can't believe, I mean, I've said it about 1,000,000 times, just can't believe just how many zombies there are still in this hospital. Is absolutely unbelievable. There must be over 1,000 zombies still in this one building. Well, there's less now, because Dan's killed about 300, but there must have been at the start, even though Dan thought he'd done a great job of drawing them out with all of that shotgun shenanigans. It seems that they are all at the back. They're a bit too far away from the noise to actually come out of the building. So we continue, and there's the axe gone. Yeah, I think it is time. It is time for the katana, isn't it? Let's finish him off with a pipe wrench. We pushed all the way back, so there's just the only 2 left. It is time for another rest, but yeah, then Dan is going full-on katana. Okay, so here we go. Dan is going to go full-on with the katana. Now, when he gets to the Grand Ohio Mall, he's going to regret this. He's going to regret using this. Can we grab that? No, we can't. He's going to regret using this katana. But he's got to get there first. And at this rate, he's going to be here all day, and it does feel like the longer Dan spends inside this hospital with all these tight corridors, all these corpses, all these zombies, the longer he spends in here, the less likely he is to succeed, the less likely he is to get out of here alive. So yeah, we're going to use the katana. Well, the flow, oh wow, that Okay, I was just about to say the flow of zombies from that stairwell has decreased. This is why we're getting the katana in play. There's still so many zombies. And they just keep coming. And they're also going to react to the noise of the fighting. This is a really, really dangerous junction. We've got the doorway head where the staircase is. And we've got zombies coming from both sides. And boy, are they coming. Okay, well, Dan keeps hearing footsteps. And he's convinced that every time there's a zombie right behind him. And he's kind of too scared. If he ever gets the chance, that is. But he's actually too scared to go around this corner. Okay, well, here we are. Well, Dan has made it around the corner. This is really, really dicey. He's not really sure which way to go. He definitely doesn't want to go upstairs. At least not yet. But at any point, he could have a big group of zombies. Yeah, come from behind. He's in real danger here of getting surrounded. Especially if they can't even see him. Yeah, this is really, really dicey. This is really, really dangerous. Okay, well, now I think this is going to be the other end of the... Man, that is a lot of zombies. This is the other end of the ward, I think. Yeah, okay, this is a bad situation. This is a bad situation. Man, this would be impossible, I think, if Dan didn't have katana. At any point there could be a load of zombies come from... Oh wow, yeah, that's a lot. Maybe Dan shouldn't have gone that way, and the katana has already gone down and he's barely made it around the bend of one corridor. This is just... I mean, it's impossible. It's impossible. Okay, well again, Dan has been forced all the way back to the front entrance, pretty much. The katana cannot be repaired, so we're gonna have to bond a bit of fond farewell to it. Oh, it is always so depressing, so sad to drop that katana. It really is. Okay, well, here we go again. We're back in this corridor. Maybe look at the amount of corpses. It is just absolutely insane. The sickness is back. This corner is back, which is absolutely terrifying. Okay. This is not a good corridor to stand and fight. You can see that zombie came out of nowhere. And now he hasn't got the katana. It's going to take a little bit longer to kill the zombies. They're still coming down the stairs. Oh, this is terrifying. At any moment, it's going to be a zombie come from the wrong place at the wrong time, and it's all over. Dan doesn't want to go any further down this corridor. He really doesn't want to be on this side of the door. Where are they all coming from? I just can't believe how many zombies there are here. This is just a never-ending nightmare. Well, they are still coming down these stairs. Oh no, oh no, oh, where the hell did that zombie come from? That was a close one. That is exactly the thing that Dan has been worried about this whole time. And they almost got him then. They almost got him. Yeah, well, Dan finds himself nearer the front door than anywhere else. Yet again, he's actually going to go back this way. He's going to go back to the other side of the ward, start from that corner, and work his way west. And just really worried, really concerned about being surrounded at the moment. So he's going to go from this direction and work his way to the left there. Hopefully, if he can clear this area out, this is the far right of the hospital. He can clear this area and then he can work his way further in that direction. Hopefully, that is a smart plan. Oh my god, there's so many zombies. This is just a never-ending nightmare. Dan is out of food as well. Oh, this is just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, that's quite a few. That fire axe is still there. Dan doesn't have the energy to take all of those zombies on at the moment. So he's just going to take care of the 1 or 2 that are, alright, well, the 4, 5 or 6 that are on him. And he's going to fall back again. He might have to ditch again and try and find some food. Ooh, did see some sort of general store up the right there. That might be worth checking out. Okay, well again, Dan is going to try and make a slight adjustment to the plan, such as the plan is. Now, at the when Dan saw all of those zombies in that ward, he did notice that there was a door that went outside, and it's going to be much safer for him to draw the zombies out where he can and take them out there. So he's going to work his way back around the side of the building. Hopefully he can get into that shop that he saw. But then he's going to go around right round the back and clear, hopefully at least, clear the area of zombies that way. Okay, well, in another twist of events, there is another building. It looks, yeah, there's more zombies. There's another building. Oh my god. This place is huge. We could be here for weeks. Well, Dan's bright idea of going around the back of the building and clearing out that huge group of zombies that way might not be a great idea. I mean, he might have to just kill dozens of zombies just to get there at this rate. Well, I don't know if this is just even possible. There's so many zombies. What the hell? Dan does not know what to do, and they're literally falling from the sky now as well. They are falling from the sky. I've got another big group to take care of now. If Dan had a choice, he would have given up probably yesterday, but he doesn't have a choice. He's gonna have to keep going. Does he have enough weapons? We'll find out eventually. But for now, he's just gonna have to keep swinging. But there are zombie after zombie after zombie. Crazy. Okay, well that is another couple of dozen zombies taken care of in no time. But again, Dan is exerted, he's tired, he needs to have a little bit of a rest before he gets involved in any more fighting. Okay, well it is dark. It has been another difficult day for Dan. He's still going, he's still putting one foot in front of the other, he's still going forwards. Yeah, that's quite a big group. I kind of feel like Dan needs... There's a lot of windows been broken as well. This is just insane. It kind of feels like Dan needs 10 katanas. And even then, that might not actually be enough. Well, Dan thought the Rosewood Prison was a stern test, was a difficult, almost impossible task that he actually managed to overcome. But this has been on a completely different level. And let's not forget, this isn't even going to be the biggest, toughest challenge for Dan. If he can get past the hospital, something even more challenging, more difficult awaits him. And that is the Grand Ohio Mall. Okay, well that group is certainly looking a lot smaller. But what Dan cannot see is the zombie with a fire axe. It would just be his luck if that zombie has wandered off in the dark somewhere. And this is dodgy. There's still so many zombies coming from every direction. Where the hell is that fire axe? Dan has earned that fire axe. He deserves that fire axe. Give him that fire axe. Oh wow. Yeah, we got zombies falling from the ceiling, falling from the sky. Is that? I'm not even sure if that is the ward. It isn't. It's just another waiting area. Oh my god, this is insane. That means that there's another big group of zombies somewhere, just up the road around the corner. Oh my god, this ordeal is never ending. Oh no, that is absolutely terrifying. There's more zombies falling out of the sky. What a way to go that would be. A zombie falling from 30 feet above you and squishing you. Oh, as if Dan didn't have enough to worry about. So that is not the ward that Dan thought it was. That's it there, maybe? That is just another waiting room. Oh, this is just ridiculous. There's another big group there. Oh my god, there's so many zombies. Should Dan come back with the shotgun? And I feel like it is a bad idea because it's just going to surely draw out every single zombie. You know, Dan's, that's the bit that Dan saw. He thought there might be some food, but I think it's just a magazine rack. Dan is hungry, and he's got literally no food. So he's going to be going hungry for maybe a couple of days. And yeah, he has got high exertion. He can barely jog. He needs to fall back. This is just too much. It is dark. I mean, how many zombies has he killed today in these last few days in this hospital? It's got to be over 1,000. It's been 4 days of constant swinging of that fire axe, and it kind of feels like he's no closer to getting that journal. But the important thing is he's still alive. He can fight another day. It is going to be more of the same tomorrow, but for now that is going to have to be all. He's going to work his way back to his truck. He's going to fall back to his safe house somehow. He's got to find some food from somewhere. That's not going to be easy either. This is just a nightmare. But I hope you guys are enjoying the series. I hope you guys are impressed with Dan's fighting skills. Boy, can he take down the zombies. But that is going to have to be all. Smash that like button, comment, sub if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you know when the next episode is out. Dan will be back for more at the hospital. There's a zombie right there. Really? I hope you guys will be back for more. But now that is all.